my name is Bren Freeland. I'm here with Mr. Nick Peters. He's the Managing Director of the Armed Forces Families Foundation. How are you doing today, Mr. Peters?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what does the installment of this room mean to the veterans and their families here at this hospital?
Well, I think the VA does such a good job on the treatment, the actual medical treatment of our servicemen and women. This just adds a new dimension to it where they have the ability to have time with their families, have a place for their families to rest comfortably while they're being treated. And, the servicemen, especially with spinal injuries, the servicemen and women spend a lot of time at the hospital. So this just gives their families and them the ability to have a place to relax with their families and hopefully help make that circumstance a little nicer.
That's great. And how did your foundation get involved with the project?
We actually collaborate with the USO a lot. We do a lot of projects in the Southeast working together with the USO, and the USO introduced us to the project. And actually being the first center of this type, we just think it's a great experiment, and we look forward to doing many more of these at other VA hospitals around the country.
That's great. And how long have you been working with the Armed Forces Families Foundation?
I actually founded it about 6-7 years ago, and it's just been a great success story because we're a unique charity in that, as I mentioned before, 100% of the money actually goes to the project. So we pay all the overhead costs for the charity in our restaurant business. So if you write a check for $1, that whole dollar goes into a project, which is kind of unique amongst charities. And then we raise money in our Taco Bell restaurants. And we've typically raised about $500,000 a year and done 10 or 12 projects similar to this around the country, mostly focused on the Southeast.
That's great. And so I think I was reading that you also did have worked with the James A. Haley Veterans Hospital before. You guys put in 2 other rooms as well, I think in 2011.
We have. And we've worked quite a bit with the VA hospital here. Also, we've worked on MacDill. We've done a number of things at MacDill. And as they mentioned, we've also, we're the partner with the USO in doing the facility at the International Airport in Tampa.
And do you all get all your funding through donations only?
Yes, it's all through donations. It's 100% through donations. And it's just, when you do something good, it kind of has gravity. I mean, people focus on it. It's a 100% volunteer organization. And the passion even our employees at the Taco Bell restaurants have for it is just amazing.
That's great. And if you don't mind me asking, President Obama did announce yesterday his nominee for the Secretary of the Veterans Affairs Department. And if you don't mind me asking, how do you feel about his choice?
I think the fact that his choice has a lot of business experience will probably be helpful to the VA, just having a different perspective on things. So to me, it sounds like a good choice.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me, Mr. Peters.
Pleasure. Thank you
so much.